How long are we going to have to wait until this team is good enough to make playoffs?
Well, I think, it's like everything in NBA. Sometimes it took longer or whatever, but at the end of the day, we're not that far. You see the East, the Eastern Conference, how it is, and we know for sure one guy is coming. He's pretty talented. So I think next year we're going to be fighting for that. I think that with the space we have, and we keep following this plan we've been doing this year with everything, we got some space to spend for free agents too. Some new guys are coming for sure, and we have the draft pick and Jonas. And I don't see this team waiting too long to get into that at all.
What's been the most significant thing Dwayne has done this year?
I think a little bit everything, like day-to-day basis, how to approach the games, how to play the offense, how to play defense. I think everything. It could be a little bit easier for us without a lockout. I know it's, and I don't want to make this an excuse, but with this young team, with a new staff, new coach, new philosophy, we have more practice time, and we practice, almost every day like we could practice. But even like that, I think, with the good training camp next year and everything back to normal, like I said, we don't going to have to wait too long.
How does the feeling at the end of this year compare to the end of last year?
I think I feel different. I think we have 3-4 bad games, but I think we show like we can compete against everybody. We're not that far from anything. Sometimes it's not about play. It's about how you approach the game, how you play the game, and I think that's what Coach Casey has been doing here, and what we're trying to build, or accomplish, and that's where we're trying to go. So that's why, yes, I don't gonna go home and say, well, great season. Not for sure. I don't like to lose at all, but I'm seeing good stuff. I see like we're really growing, and we are just one step short to do what we want to do.
How about your game personally? You didn't have Andrea for like half the year, which is your screen roll guy. How about your game this year?
I feel pretty comfortable. No injuries, injuries free. Beside this cut and a lot of things at the end, but really good. I feel comfortable. I think my relationship with Coach was great. I think we understand each other almost from the beginning. We needed some time, but we got confidence, and I feel comfortable out there. I was back to be me and happy and try to get everybody involved, and I was okay. I really was happy how the season went, and I did everything I could to help this team to win every game. But yeah, I feel comfortable about individually my decision.
You've watched Andrea from the beginning. How far has he come, and where is he now? And just how different is he to play with him?
I think we were showing a different Andrea this season at the beginning, and we have the bad luck of sometimes happens, these kind of injuries with a more in a short season like this when you have almost no time to get practice time to get back to the game. But the Andrea we saw at the beginning, I think is the Andrea, he's going to be here next year, and the Andrea we need to keep growing up. And he grew up in almost every aspect of the game. He was doing pretty good job, and he make everything easier for us when we play out there. He give us a lot of space.
Did you see a change not just in his play but in his demeanor, the way he carries himself?
Yeah, for sure. I think he was more confident. He knew he was the guy, our guy, him and DeMar, and these two guys. I think DeMar grew up unbelievable this season. He took responsibility. Now these last games when I've been watching from the outside because of the eye, and I'm seeing him put everybody on his back and just do his thing, and I like that. I think he's improving, he's getting better, and him and Andrea, they did a pretty good job, so hopefully no injuries next year.
What kind of players do you think you guys need to add?
Well, it's going to be more on management. For sure, we'll see what they're thinking after the season, and they'll talk about it, but at the end of the day, that's what I wanted to say, is we compete. Sometimes it's not about the best player out there. Is who can fit here, who can want to do what the coach is going to ask us to do. And he did a great job to get everybody in the same page. And like I say, sometimes it's not about talent. It's about just be there. And so doesn't matter who comes. I think whoever comes is going to see for sure, from knowing the management, to get better, and we're going to be all right.
Suggesting that maybe this team needs to get a little bit older. That Jonas is, 20 years old, 19?
Yes.
You had another draft pick. That's another young kid. Maybe they need to find a way to get some 7-year vets in here.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe that's what they're looking. I think some guys are going to stay for sure, like always. Some guys, they'll not be here, but it's a balance always. I think they'll find the right balance to do what we want to do next year.
Do you have any plans before the Olympics?
Well, yes, I'm having a baby in 3 weeks, so I got that. But after it's just, just rest a little bit at the beginning, and after I start working for the Olympics and I start working out with the national team and all that stuff, and that's kind of it.
The baby here or at home?
No, at home, yeah, be at home.
You mentioned DeMar's progress. What's the biggest change you saw from him this year?
Like I said, I think a little bit everything. I think he know how to play, better. I think he's learning how to read situations, how to get to the basket when the team needs to. A lot of stuff. I think he just grow as a player all around. I think he's our guy. He got confidence, and we have confidence in him. And when you see your teammates having confidence in you, it's easier. It's a pressure for sure, but he's ready for that, and he did a pretty good job.
How much does the Olympics and preparing for it change from a regular off-season for you? What's the differences?
The regular, you saying like my approach to the... Well, for me, it's almost nothing changed. Like every summer I got something. So the Olympic is a great thing, it's something I, love to do, and it's going to be my third one, and love to be there. And after I have another month and a half to get ready for training camp, so I'm going to have time to rest again, to get back, get to work out again and be ready for that training camp next year. So it's kind of like in the middle, so it's kind of perfect. So we got time before, time after, so it's kind of like really nice dates for everybody.
More pressure on you with Rubio
out? Not really. I think our team is different. It's going to be pressure for us because they're going to expect us, or everybody expecting to make the final again. And there is so many good teams. It's not going to be that easy. I hope, or I wish, I could play that game against and be in that final game against US or whoever it is. But it's only 12 teams. One game, anything can happen now. It's no easy games in the Olympics. So let's see what happens. But there is a lot of good teams out there.
Jose, why do you think Dwayne was able to get this team to take those defensive steps that maybe you haven't been able to take in the past? Why this year? What was it about him that?
Well, it's tough. I think every coach got different approaches. He was really, on the one thing he wanted to do from the beginning, and we followed that every practice until the last shoot around we have today. We did the same drills like we've been doing in training camp 5 months ago. So it's what he wanted, is what everybody was comfortable doing. I think he knew what kind of players he got and what kind of defense he wanted to do, and that's how it works. And I think everybody was in the same page. Everybody knew what you got to do. Yeah, we make some mistakes. Like I said, we maybe needed more time, but still, I think the whole thing, we didn't get blowout like it happens other years. That's why I think this team is. We lost some games at the end or whatever, but that's why the learning process starts. So really confidence, and he changed everything. His approach is always from first day to the. Like I say, to today, doing kind of the same drills, to make sure what we have to do next year.
Dwayne said he was actually surprised with how big of a jump you guys were able to make on defense in 1 year. Was this something you could have envisioned at the start of training camp that would be that different?
I think different, you just got to know your players. You just got to know, and it's about wanting to do it. You can be faster or quicker in some situation, but at the end of the day, if you want to play defense or not. And I think everybody is ready to help each other and play as a team, and nobody in the NBA can stop anybody one-on-one. So it's about team effort. Same thing in offense. We don't have the guy to give him the ball and go 1 against 5 like other teams, but when we play as a team, is when everything works, and that's the philosophy, and that's where it's about the Raptors. It's not about individuals. So that's what we're trying to change too.
Jose, how similar is Dwayne Casey's defense to what you would play with on your national team? Is it similar style?
Similar style, but like I say, I think there is no one coach who have the system, the same system on defense or offense. Everybody got different way to see basketball. So yeah, it's kind of similar, but it's all the rules in Europe too, in the FIBA rules. So so it's similar, but it's different at the same time. But like I say, it doesn't matter what system you have. When you know your players, know what they can do, what is the best system for your guys, and I think that's what it was all about.
Is it easier to clog the middle playing FIBA rules than it is in the NBA?
It's different. It's not better or worse. It's just different. Like I don't know. I'm so used to it. Like it's not like you're confused when you're playing one thing or another. It's just I don't know. Just change the chip and do what the FIBA rules. It's not that difficult.